Hi everyone, my name is Christina McCready and today I'm going to demonstrate how I change the gauze and feed my son who has a G-tube button. The first thing I'm going to do is to get all the materials I need to change the gauze and to feed him. To change the gauze, I'm going to need a new pack of gauze, water mixed with soap, about 1 1 parts of each, and 2 Q-tips and a roll of tape. To feed him, I will need his bottle of formula, a right-angled feeding tube, his decompression tube, and a syringe. So, to change the gauze, we will first roll the shirt up and begin untaping the older one. It untapes pretty easily. You sit them to the side. You take one of the Q-tips and the soap mixture, dip both ends, antibacterial soap, so we're going to just gently wipe around it, and that's just going to kill any germs or bacteria and wipe away any leakage that may have happened. Hey buddy. So just a few seconds. Take the other one with no water on it, wipe around it again, kind of basically just to dry it off. We're going to open up the package of gauze. It comes with 2 in it. You just separate them. If you can see, it's kind of like holes in them, so they wrap around it very easily. So we'll take one, wrap it around him. Take the roll of tape, rip off a little piece, say about 1/2 inch width, if you could see that, and just tape the openings that were right here. We're going to tape these closed. Put the other one facing the opposite way, just so it provides a little bit more extra area of protection than having them both face the same way. And tape this one as well. So now that it is taped, we are basically done changing his gauze. So this is what it would look like. It's done. And that is how you change his gauze. Now that we have changed his gauze, we are now going to feed him. The first thing we will need is this right-angled feeding tube and a syringe. For this demonstration, I will use a new syringe, so you just take the tip off, take this out, and you would just attach this to the end, just like that. Position this however you want, it's comfortable for you. For me, I kind of like it better at the top. And I'm going to just simply, let me see, squeeze it to lock it so the milk doesn't just flow out when I pour it in and it'll get all over the place. Or like that, if you just drop it over, the milk will fly everywhere. Then you just simply hold it like this. I mean, I've been doing it a while, so a lot of people don't hold it like that. Then you would simply, for this, I would just use a little bit of milk, but normally you would fill it all the way up. So I'm going to put about 1 ounce in. Then what you would do, I'm going to see if I can set it right here and it doesn't knock it over, is you would put this over the tip of the bottle, hold it up, and let the milk flow through the tube. So now the milk is all the way through it. So basically you're not just pumping air into his stomach. So once we have that done, I will simply put this back in to hold it. Now nothing can get out. If you go this way, that way, it's locked, no milk's coming out. So before I start feeding him, I will take, this is the decompression tube. This gets the air out of his stomach. So I will gently hold down the tip. There is a slight place where you can put your finger and you just pop it open. It's basically like a little beach ball. You push it in. It may seem like you're hurting him, but you're not. And this lets any air out like he's burping. So this is basically how he burps. So wait about 5-10 seconds. No air is coming out. Usually you hear it. You can leave that open. Sit this to the side. You will now take the feeding tube and the syringe with the milk in it. Take this out. That was just to hold the milk in place so it didn't spill everywhere when I put it down. Or you can use it. It depends on how you want to do it. I do mine by gravity, not by pushing it in. So I will gently place it in. And this, I will simply pull this and pull that out and unlock it. So now the milk should be flowing. And it flows faster, so if you like have it all the way above your head, it'll flow way faster. If you have it down here, it most likely won't flow at all. I feel like a height like this is kind of a general height to where it will be flowing at a speed that I like. So you can see we're just an ounce, so it's almost done. So towards the end, I will simply push this in. Then you would basically push the rest until it gets almost to the end right here. Then lock it really quickly, or you'll be pushing air into the stomach. You push, just put that down somewhere. Hold this gently, pull it out. Then you can close it back. And he's done feeding. So it's not that difficult. When I first did it, it was very hard. I had no idea what I was doing. The nurse said, you'll be doing it in your sleep, and I am now. But then it was so complicated to me because you just have to remember so many things, and the milk was going everywhere. And as you can also tell, I'm like sitting on his legs a little bit because he likes to kick, and he'll kick the milk everywhere. But that is it. You have now successfully learned how to change the gauze and feed a baby with the G-tube button. Thank you and have a good day.